If they do win it this year, then good for them. I hope that next year won't be the same. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of AI Football TV. In today's episode, we are going to be discussing about who on earth is going to finish in the top 4. Because as it stands now, it seems as if nobody is being consistent enough. Nobody has really truly solidified their places in the top 4, but except, Liverpool. But there are still the second, third, and fourth positions that are up to debate. But what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be just talking about who I think is going to finish in the top 4, because it's obviously more than halfway through the season now, and there's only a few more games left to go. I think now is a good time to just predict again who's going to finish, who's going to finally get the top 4 European places. So let's get right into it. Who do I think is going to finish in 4th? I am gonna go with Chelsea. The reason why I'm going with Chelsea is because we know that obviously, and this is the same for obviously the rest of the top sides in the Premier League, nobody is just consistent enough. Nobody seems to be able to get, a trot of wins, but except, Liverpool and Man City, because they just have that different caliber as compared to the rest. We have to remember that teams like United, Chelsea, even Arsenal, we're all going through transitional periods right now, and it just seems to be like none of these teams just happen to have any form of flow or rhythm, and that's just how it is. That's just really the story of this season. But I think that for as inconsistent as Chelsea have been, I think that they are already quite up there in the top 4. I think that they have quality. And the 4th spot is the one that's really going to be very interesting to see, because it seems as if there's so many teams that are up there that, could get that 4th spot. Up there there's Chelsea, even United, who are in 5th right now. They're really very close, and even Wolves. So you see, the 4th spot is obviously going to be, I think it's going to go all the way down to the wire. So the last day of the season, we will see who will finally get the 4th position. But I really do think that Chelsea will nick it. I think that they will probably finish 4th and play in the Champions League again. And I think it'll be good for them, because obviously, I think that Chelsea do really play a good brand of football, but it's just a matter of, being more consistent. And if they are, you would expect that they will probably finish in top 4. Can they still maintain their flow? Can they still maintain the position that they're in now? And, just finally nick it at the end? We will have to see. In the 3rd position, I am gonna go with Leicester City. Now, we know that Leicester have obviously done incredibly well this season. We know that for a very long period of time, they were actually in the 2nd spot. But you know what, with the likes of Man City and Liverpool in the league as well, for as good as they've been, and for as good as how Brendan Rodgers has just completely transformed the team, I feel like Leicester just kind of faltered apart towards the latter stages of the season. And it's a shame, because they really did put up a really good fight, and obviously the season's not over yet, but I think that they'll probably finish 3rd, which is obviously still a really, really good result for them, because in the end, if they do finish in the Champions League places, that would be incredible for them, and I would love to see how a Brendan Rodgers team does in the Champions League again. So we're gonna have to see, but I think that Leicester, for how they've done this season and how beautifully they play their football under Brendan Rodgers, I think that they probably do deserve to finish in the top 4, also because of all the efforts that they've put in the previous part of the season. I think that if they do finish in the top 4, I wouldn't be surprised, and I would say that they probably do deserve it. So 3rd spot goes to Leicester. In the 2nd position, this is obviously up to no debate. It's probably going to go to Man City, and I think that this season is a season that Man City have seen that there is now truly another real contender that's going to be competing with them for the Premier League in the years to come. I feel like Liverpool and Man City has just, become this new rivalry that we've seen in recent years. All the Liverpool-Man City games have been really interesting and really, really action-packed, and usually title deciding. But don't get me wrong, Man City have been an incredible team for the past 3-4 years, and they have been really, really consistent. And I think that Pep Guardiola, obviously, he would be disappointed to not retain the trophy, but I think that the lead between them and Liverpool is just too much. There's no way that they'll probably overcome Liverpool, and there's no way that Liverpool are going to slip up. But it is what it is. I think that Man City, obviously, they still deserve to finish in the top 4. We've seen that these two teams, obviously, they've gone through their dark times, but now they are just, catapulting themselves into Premier League greatness, and it's there for everyone to see. That being said, 2nd place is obviously going to none other than Man City. And for the 1st spot, obviously this isn't even gonna be a prediction, it's more like a reality. I think we all know this, we've known this for a very long time, that Liverpool are probably gonna finish 1st. They're gonna be the Premier League champions this season, and it's about time, considering that it's been 30 years. Just try and imagine being in a position where they've not won a Premier League title for over 30 years. And yeah, you know what, they won trophies here and there. You know, they won Champions League last year, obviously. But you know what, at least for other clubs like Arsenal, Chelsea, and even Man United, we can say that we've won the Premier League, like, you know, at least within the past 20 years. And okay, obviously Arsenal's was like 16 years ago, but whatever. Anyways, but yeah, obviously the Premier League trophy has not been at Anfield for a while, and I think that Liverpool fans are probably going to be starting to celebrate early, and rightly so. We have seen their dominance from start to end of the season, and I don't think their position in the league is going to change at all. Even when come May, I think that they'll still be up there. I just don't want them to go unbeaten, because if they do, it's going to be very disappointing for me as an Arsenal fan. It's one of the only things that we can hold on to now, but it is what it is. You know, at Liverpool, obviously, you see your rivals play so well and have such complete and utter dominance in the league. For as bitter as you can feel about them, you know what, sometimes you just have to put your hands up and say, fair play, you know what, you fully deserve this, because you just really was so consistent and so focused throughout the entire season. You know what, I hate talking about Liverpool, you know, I really truly do. But you know what, I can't help it, you know, they are really that good. And even as an Arsenal fan, obviously I want to see my team achieve that kind of greatness and that kind of, you know, the position that they're in. But we're not there yet. I feel like Liverpool are obviously in a different phase in their club right now, and clubs like Arsenal, Chelsea, United, we are in a different phase right now. Obviously, we're going through transitional period. They have already gone through their transitional period. Obviously, Klopp coming in more than, I think, about 3 to 4 years ago. He's already, you know, transformed the team from what it was back then to what it is now. And you just have to applaud what they've done. And if they do win it this year, then good for them. I hope that next year won't be the same. So that is my top 4 prediction. One thing that I want to add on as well is my 5th and 6th prediction as well. And in 6th position, I wish I could say Arsenal could finish 6th. Obviously, for as well as we've been doing lately under Arteta, I would love to hope that we are going to be able to crawl back up the table. But realistically and logically, I just don't see that happening. And I honestly see us finishing as high as 7th maybe. I think that's as probably as high as we'll go. Obviously now we're in 10th, but like I said, there's still a lot of football to be played, so whether we can finish a bit higher, we're gonna have to see. But in 6th position, where I truly genuinely think this is gonna go, and deservedly, is to Wolves. The reason why I feel like Wolves are gonna finish 6th is because I feel like that team is too good to not play in Europe. I feel like they have everything that it takes to possibly play in the Europa League even. You look at the team that they have. They have Traore, Jimenez, Jota, you know, all these guys, even Moutinho. I feel like these guys truly do deserve to play in the Europa League at least because of the quality that they have. Obviously being led by Nuno Espirito Santo, I feel like he has just really introduced his Wolves team to the Premier League very well in the best way that he could have. And now they are really in and about the top 6. And if they do finish in the 6th position, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I think that they would deserve it, and I hope they do, because I would love to see how they compete in the Europa League. We can't say that they don't deserve it, because look at how they play and look at how consistent they've been. But that being said, I really do have a strong feeling that the 6th place is gonna go to Wolves. And in the 5th position, I'm gonna go with Manchester United. Obviously, as I've been saying for this entire video, all of our clubs are going through transitional periods right now, and United obviously have been maybe one of the more inconsistent ones. You can't say the same about Arsenal, because we've been consistent in terms of getting draws. So, But as for United, they've obviously been having a very up and down season in terms of their results. And I think that 5th probably sounds about right for them. They have done well at some points of the season, which is why they're 5th, you know, they're not there for no reason. And I think that they probably, I guess, do deserve to finish in the top 6. I would love to say that Arsenal do as well, but like I said, we're just a bit too far away from the pack. But as for United, I feel like they probably are going to finish in the 5th position. I think that, you know, there's a few more games to go till the end of the season. And if they don't finish 5th, I think that they're going to probably finish as low as 7th, maybe, like max. Because I don't think that that United team is as bad as everybody's making out to be. Obviously, Ole has a lot of work to be done. And for as frustrated as Man United fans have been, obviously they have their frustrations with the owners, the Glazers, and the Woodwards. They obviously have so much anger towards them. I get it, I really do get that, the frustration with your owners thing. I've had the same things with Arsenal, and I think Woodward's probably going to be there for a long time, United fans, so I don't think he's going to go anywhere. I feel like from a commercial point of view, as long as United are doing well financially, I don't see any reason why the Glazers are going to want to get rid of Woodward. But on a footballing aspect, I think as long as United, as long as they buy the right players in the transfer windows in the years to come, I think that they'll probably finish higher next season. We'll have to see. I honestly hope not. But for this season, I'm going to say that the 5th position is going to Man United. So that was it. That was my top 6 prediction for the end of the season. Obviously, there's still so much football to be played. The season only ends in May. But as it stands now, there are some positions that, we just probably don't have any doubt about anymore. We know that Liverpool are going to finish first. But the ones that are going to be interesting to see is who's going to finish 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Like I said, I've made my predictions. Let me know what you guys think as well. Who do you think is going to finish 4th? Who do you guys think is going to finish in the top 4? Who do you think is going to be in Europe next season? Let me know what you guys think as always, and let me know if you guys agree or disagree. Don't forget to like and comment on this video. Don't forget to share this video if you guys enjoyed it, and subscribe as well if you have not already, and I will see you guys soon. Peace!